Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly messages from Spirit reading for December. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. First off, and above all else, happy birthday to my beautiful Sagittarians that turn a whole nother year in the month of December. I wish you a year of love, luck, prosperity, and above all, happiness. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. For this reading, my intention is to channel messages from Spirit to provide any sort of forthcoming or whatever is to come for you in the month of December, Sagittarius. I welcome any beings of the light to come forward for you. So that includes my ancestors, your ancestors, angels, spirit guides, anyone that you would like to call forth, even passed down loved ones. I welcome you to do so at this time. This is for anyone with the sun, moon, rising, north node, and or any other strong placement for Sagittarius. Now, there's a message coming through, and it's not for many of you, but it is for some of you. And what I saw was like an ornament falling from the tree and crashing on the ground. Now, I don't know if you celebrate Christmas. This could just be for any holiday that you celebrate. And by the way, happy holidays for all of you who are celebrating all sorts of celebrations. But I saw a smashing ornament on the ground, and I feel as if for this year, the holidays that you celebrate is going to be a bit different. You feel as if there's going to be some sort of loss, or there's a loss of someone that is making this year's holidays feel a bit sad. And for those of you that may have lost someone, know that they're always within your heart. And what I believe, and it could be different from what you believe, I believe that, yeah, we may incarnate into another lifetime once we pass this one. If we do, some of us ascend into a different frequency. But what I truly believe is that a part of our soul stays with Spirit. And that's how, when we pass on, we can still connect to our loved ones. You know, it's like a fragment of our soul returns to God, returns to Spirit, and the majority of our soul goes on to the next. But Sagittarius, whoever needs to hear this, and it was like a loss definitely in 2020, your loved one wants to know that they are still with you. They really are. They've been watching over you. They've been trying to heal you when you've been upset about this passing. Know that they are with you when you are in your deepest emotions, feeling for this loss or grief or sadness. They want to send you their love and light, and they want you to open that and receive that love. So I don't know who that was for. Maybe it's because of this whole pandemic that's been going on. We're not able to travel to go see our family members or our friends, and that's what is making someone feel a bit lonely this year. Spirit's sending you love and light, Sagittarius, and they want you to know that you're never alone, truly. That if you tune into the love of the universe, you can access that love at any time. I don't know who that was for, and I'm sorry, that was just a message that needed to be said before I even pulled the cards. But let's tune in and get into the energies for you, Sagittarius. If it wasn't for you, thank you for waiting. Alright, let's get into it. I kept on hearing FaceTime. I don't know if someone's been trying to FaceTime you, Sagittarius, or wants to FaceTime you, especially if you guys are at a distance. I don't know if this is a romantic partner, a family member, or a friend. If someone wants to set up some sort of FaceTime. Or maybe Sagittarius, for some of you that has felt a bit disconnected with Spirit, Spirit wants to get in connection with you again. Start taking those times off to meditate, to give time to yourself. I feel as if a lot of you for 2020 has just been work, 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 work. Let's see. Okay, this is beautiful. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Beautiful. So what this tells me, you guys, is that a lot of you, yeah, I feel this burden or this overburden. And some of you feel like whatever this is, whether it's career, a lot of you, this is career, but even family members or even some sort of grief that is still holding you. You, Sagittarius, are becoming free in this very moment, should you choose to decide that you deserve your own happiness. And yes, there are times where you have to put a lot of work into creating this happiness. You have to set those intentions. You have to make sure that all your I's are dotted, your T's are crossed, so you can complete whatever goal it is that you achieve. Because if there's one thing I love about Sagittarius, is your imagination and your ability to see what you want and go for it. And I feel even for some Sagittarians right now that there's a goal or a dream that you've been thinking of, and for some reason you felt like you've been held back. But truly a lot of you have been holding yourselves back, thinking that this is impossible. I could never achieve this. This is too, far beyond what I'm capable of. Something along those lines. In Sagittarius, it's simply not true. And others of you, I feel as if there's certain people that may be holding you back from wanting to truly, full-heartedly, and passionately pursue something here. Now, I'm hearing ancestor, and I'm feeling an ancestor coming through saying that nothing can hold you back. Sagittarius, don't make the same mistake I made. Wow. And what I just saw this room that of 4 walls, there was no door. And someone felt as if in their past life, or maybe this is the ancestor I'm tuning in, is that they were stuck and had obligations to the home, to their family, and they never were able to break free from that obligation. They put too much on themselves, is what I'm getting. Too much of other people's responsibilities on themselves, believing that they were the only ones that could help, or they were the only ones that could solve whatever issue was going on within their family. And this feels very generational, Sagittarius. Something has been passed down from line to line. And Sagittarius, you're the one to break free from that. I almost feel for some of you, there's some sort of expectation for you to continue some sort of tradition or some sort of business that you just don't feel like is for you, or you are not in the same vibration of. And in December, maybe it's time to recognize that, Sagittarius, it's your life. Decide what you want with it. Decide what you want to pursue with it. And break free from anything or anyone that tries to make you say that you can't do this, or you shouldn't do this, or even try to steer you down a path that is not yours to follow. Wow, and at the bottom of the deck, adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Okay, so Sagittarius, just like for everyone else, 2020 has been quite the year for you. But despite all the things that were going on politically, with the pandemic, there's something very personal that happened to you. Very personal. That just added the cherry on top of how hard it was to get through this year. But Sagittarius, I feel as if these blocks have been lifted from your path. Spirit wants you to know that it was through your adversity, through your perseverance, for you to say, you know what, this is not meant to hold me back. This is meant for some way to either help me grow, or to just go back to the drawing board and find another way. In a way, Spirit was almost testing you to see how badly do you want this, Sagittarius. Is it just when the first log that falls in the middle of the path, you're just going to say, oh, can't do anything about it, and turn around and walk away? Or are you going to find a way to remove that obstacle? And you did. You found a way to remove that obstacle. You didn't ask for help from anyone. And that's part of what this freedom is, Sagittarius, is that you gave it to yourself. And Spirit wants you to celebrate that, Sagittarius. With everything that you've gone through, just celebrate the moment and for the fact that you made it through this and now you are free. And some of you may just need to communicate that to whoever needs to hear it. You know, as far as what you want to do and what you're going to do, and set that boundary and set that line. Let's keep going. What does Sagittarius need to know for December, Spirit? Full moon in Virgo, excuse me. You are good enough. Wow, okay, yeah. So that's what I was saying, Sagittarius. There's some of you that want to pursue something. Some of you you've had this dream and this goal that even since you were a child, I'm hearing. Some of you, this has been a dream of yours. But you just feel as if there's no way you can accomplish it. Or in some way, you're not good enough. You need more time. There's something that you're putting off that there's no need to. And you need to release yourself from whatever is making you feel this way, whether it's patterns that have been programmed within us, or if it's even someone or something that is holding you back. Know that you are good enough for whatever it is that you dream of, whatever it is that you desire. And some of you could have Virgo in your chart, specifically a Virgo moon perhaps. Yeah, because Sagittarius, what you're not seeing yet with this energy that's coming in for you is powerful change. Yeah, Sagittarius, a huge block has been lifted. And it's from recognizing your own power. It's from recognizing your own skill. It's from recognizing that nothing can stop you and that you are good enough to do this. You are good enough to pursue this. You have talent, I'm hearing. You have talent. You have a gift. And this is general. For a lot of you, this is different, right? But once you recognize that within yourself, that is when you'll start to see the change. That is when you'll start to see that door unlock so you can walk through and start to see in your world the manifestations that you've been always wanting for yourself. Powerful. Let's keep going. What does Sagittarius need to know for December, Spirit? So we have hematite, grounding. So what I feel with this Sagittarius, again, it's like you've been visualizing, daydreaming, fantasizing about what it is that you want for yourself come 2021 even. Some of you are thinking of even changing your jobs, changing your career, quitting your job, maybe even starting your own business for some of you. But with this grounding energy, now it's time to start planting those seeds so this can come to fruition. And your spirit guides, your ancestors want you to know this is something that you're very capable of doing. This is something that can happen. And I don't know, I'm hearing, Sagittarius, that this isn't, anything harder than what you've already been through and already have overcome. Now, a lot of you, again, I feel this energy of sadness for some of you, and it's okay to feel sad, right? It's okay to feel a bit anxious and have anxiety even for some of you. When you feel it, recognize it. Process it, label it. Why am I feeling this way? Because so many of us, when we start feeling that way, we just want to block it off, and then it just manifests within our being. But once we kind of say, okay, what is this that is making me feel this way? Identify it. Why is this making me feel this way? Like what this is, my job, my family, myself even. And then start to dissect it. And then bring it back into center for you. And recognize, is this something that I need to hold on to or let go? Is this interfering with what it is that I want to achieve? Or is it my ego that is trying to protect me from failure, trying to protect me from loss again? And so with our ego, which we all have, and you never get rid of the shadow, you never get rid of the ego fully, right? A lot of people like to think they're 100% light. That doesn't happen unless you go into the 5D completely and fully. Recognize when your ego is just trying to protect itself, and then say, you know what, thanks ego, I appreciate your 2 cents, but it's not applicable to what I'm doing right now, and all you're doing is holding me back. And that's when the ego will start silencing itself. A lot of you, again, with grounding, need to go back to meditation. I don't know why I'm hearing go back. Like, a lot of you have been trying to meditate, get back into connection with spirit, but there's been so much going on, you've been having a hard time finding the time to do it. And at the bottom of the deck, we have selenite, spiritual awakening. Yeah, so for a lot of you, with this spiritual awakening card, whatever this block is, because I feel as if some of you feel blocked from spirit. So it's as if you've been going through other sources to reconnect, even including myself. But you guys have this ability within you. And you guys, right when you recognize your own empowerment, your ability to conquer, your ability to succeed, your ability to achieve, you're going to see everything in a whole different light. Your vision isn't going to be clouded with doubt and fear. But remember, Sagittarius, to start grounding these ideas of what it is you want. And I feel like for some reason, like the idea first came about in summer for you about what this is. And then you've been holding on to it specifically, even if it was from a child, it's like these dreams you wanted, it's resurfaced in the summertime. And you've been holding it to, like holding yourself to it since, but still haven't taken those first steps. I'm seeing like the Hanged Man in my mind's eye. So some of you could have Pisces in your chart, perhaps. Doesn't have to be the case. But it's like you've been in this standstill of waiting for the right time, without realizing you can untie yourself and get back on the ground, Sagittarius. No one has to do that for you. It's just recognizing that. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some cards. What's happening for us beautiful Sagittarius in the month of December, Spirit? Yeah, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn energy. It's time to stop wavering in faith within yourself, Sagittarius. It's time to make a decision. It's go time in this moment in December. I feel as if for some of you, there's going to be even an opportunity. And it's going to come out of the blue for you almost. And for some of you, there's not going to be a lot of time to think about if you want to do this or not. If this is something that you want or not. For some of you, it's going to be like you have to make that decision in that moment. And a lot of you already know what I'm talking about. And what's coming, even for some of you. The decision and the knowing of what you need to do needs to happen in December. And know that nothing can bind you in this. You know, we see with the infinity sign. Again, like I feel there's 2 different routes that you feel obligated to do. And it's made you stagnant. You don't need to be stagnant, Sagittarius. It's time to be free from that and make that decision. Let's keep going. What does Sagittarius need to know for December, Spirit? Strength, beautiful. Leo energy. Oh yeah, with the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Gemini energy. Some of you have been worrying about this. It's been on your mind, and I can see why grounding is here. But Sagittarius, again, this is about taming the ego. This is about knowing you're good enough, knowing you're strong enough, knowing that nothing has ever stopped you before. Anything that you've been through, you're still here today. And you need to remember that, Sagittarius. You need to remember your strength. You need to have the courage to pursue whatever it is you want to, because again, Spirit's reiterating, you can achieve this. It is very achievable, despite what your ego might want to tell you to protect you, or despite what anyone else has to say. I'm hearing you're worth it, Sagittarius. You're worth it. Someone needs to hear that. Poinsettias may really resonate with you guys. You could have just purchased poinsettias or wanted to. I say do it. Yeah, Page of Swords, undergrounding, interesting. So air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy with Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is all about empowering yourself so you can love yourself enough to do what makes you happy no matter what. That is what December is all about for you, Sagittarius. And again, you've been planning, you've been strategizing, you've been wanting to do it, but holding back, waiting for the right moment, thinking that you're too new at this, or there's more research you have to do, or, there's just something else that I have to wait on. It's now. Start grounding that energy. Your idea has been brought to you for a reason. Know that as well, whatever this idea is. And I gotta say, for others of you, because this image is drawing out to me, this person looking at this strength, if anyone has been telling you something that you're not good enough, that you can't do this, it's because they feel like they can't accomplish it themselves. Don't let them drag you down, Sagittarius. Do not let them drag you down. You are good enough, and you need to turn away from anyone that is trying to tell you elsewise. Not for everyone. So, Sagittarius, I'm going to pull a Blessed Bee card. We're going to find your blessing, and then I'm going to read it from the book, because the book has a very beautiful way of writing these blessings. Ooh, yeah, Sagittarius. Number 19, a blessing on your creativity. So let's go ahead and find that. Okay. A blessing to stoke the fires of your creative soul, to bring birth the dreams that lie in wait within you. A blessing to charge up your gifts so they can be seen and shine within the world. No age, no job, no relationship defines you, but it is the way in which you choose to live as art that will show us who you truly are. So, wild soul, a blessing on your creativity. May you show us your gifts. Blessed be, Sagittarius. I love you guys very, very much. I hope that this resonated with you. If it did, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Happy New Year, Sagittarius, and happy holidays. Take care, Sagittarius.